Christians, this is what you get when a person is bereft of all constructive objectivity. He reduces himself, when he can't defend his position, to saying things like this. And it's actually quite funny. Grow up, old one. He's right, I am old. 59 years old. And learn to follow God's laws of literature. There's one thing that I do understand in this life. I don't understand a lot of things, but I do understand literature and I do understand English. So this comes with no actual support for his position, only with his defiance against my position, which is well defended. Just look at the last two posts that I made regarding Ezekiel chapter 28 in response to his posts. But he is yet to provide one argument. But this is what people do. This is what they do when they don't have an argument. This is how they talk. And so I welcome it still. And may he keep going. But he will never hit my nerve, sir. You won't. But I am open to have a dialogue with you whenever you're ready, if you're willing to do so. You seem to have enough followers so you can get on here anytime you want and we can talk it out in a constructive, congenial way if you're willing. But most people like you aren't willing, and when you do get on, you want to run your mouth so much because you don't want to be confronted with actually having to make a constructive interpretation that is consistent according with biblical hermeneutics. You here talking about law of nature. Law of literature. The Bible is not literature anyway. It is the word of God. It is not literature. It is not something that we dissect in the sense of looking at it from a literature standpoint. This is something more transcendent than literature, as I'm sure, and I hope you will agree. But as for this last part where you say subject, object, action, and article, if an article is present, means nothing. That is a bunch of mumbo jumbo. It means nothing. This may work for your fan base, if that's what you have. It may work for them people. But I see through this baloney all day long. So whenever you want to have a constructive conversation, I will accept the invitation. Be provoked and be persuaded.